Welcome to another Monday and this week's energy forecast. I'm Daphne, your purpose and spiritual confidence alchemist, back every Monday with the universal energy forecast for you to help you navigate your week with ease and flow. This week is a full week of diamond energy, and that wants you to be the eagle and to view everything from a higher perspective. If I'm looking off to the side, I'm checking my notes so I don't forget to share any of the juicy details that are necessary for you to know. Because when you view from that eagle's perch, you gain an understanding of what's happening, and you can move and you can perceive new ways to move forward. So you get these flashes of ideas of how to move forward that you wouldn't get if you were looking down in amongst everything. Then you're asked to trust and take inspired action, to trust yourself. Trust starts with you. If you don't trust yourself, you can't trust anyone else. You can only trust everybody else and everything else to the degree that you trust yourself. And when you place all of your trust outside of you on other people, external organizations, or whatever, you are giving your power away. So really important that you trust and take inspired actions. Now, because there are many planets in retrograde, including Mercury, and we hear, that stops you doing all this stuff and just pull back. Well, actually, let's reframe that. Let's look at that differently, because when planets go in retrograde, they're not going in reverse, they're not stopping, they're not messing anything up. They're actually asking you, they're intensifying the energy and asking you to reflect. Is that what you really want? Well then, if it is, move forward. If it's not, we can adjust and move forward. Because you may be tempted to use Mercury retrograde particularly as an excuse to not take any action. Do not do that. If you do that, if you use that excuse, you're probably going to feel deep frustration and doubt. And what's that going to do? That's going to chip away at your self-trust. And we build trust like a stone stack. And so when you chip away at it, what happens? Are you destroying the whole stack, or are you just taking one off the top? Inevitably, it's easier to keep building it, because it's really easy to destroy a stone stack. It's really easy to destroy trust. It takes more commitment to build it. So don't do that. Make sure that you are, this Mercury retrograde in this energy in September is not a time to do nothing and blame Mercury for your inaction. Rather, it's a time to reimagine, to rethink, to replan, to review, to renew, to realign, to reinvent, to positively, rather than do nothing and feel regret. Monday. Trust your value system and take inspired action aligned with your values. You're going to hear me say that all the time. You do hear me say that all the time. Alignment is key. Awareness is key of your situation. Awareness of what it takes for you to be aligned, and then getting aligned. Then do. How willing are you to be unattached to the outcome and focus on the actions that you're taking? When you embody your value system, you supercharge your journey of embodying trust. Have you given yourself permission to move towards your dreams with trust and courage? It does take courage, doesn't it, to keep moving forward when, people, current situations want us to stay where things are familiar for us. That's the easy road. It's not the satisfying road. It's not the road of growth and expansion and transformation. It's not the road that's going to bring you fulfillment of your purpose. Tuesday, it's important to take things one step at a time. When you're aligned in your values and trust, you don't need to know all the steps, only the next one. And you take that and you trust, and then you take the next step. And you need to stop waiting for everything to be perfect. It's time for you to be present in the moment and take the next step with trust and curiosity. Wednesday, get familiar with experimenting rather than being stuck in your head. We do that, don't we? We're encouraged to do that from when we're children at school, right? To do everything in our head. And that's not actually a healthy thing for us to do. And that's a conversation for another day. When was the last time you tried something new? How willing are you to find value in every single step you take, whether it works out how you want it to or not? As you grow and transform, there's a need to reprioritize what's important for you. What you thought was important, is it still now? Because you've grown. Be the eagle, viewing from a higher perspective, deeply curious as to whether your inner values align with your actions. Thursday. What are you worried about losing when you trust and take action? When things change, we're sometimes worried about losing what we already have. And, there's that trust, isn't it? That what is valuable will come with us. And we can take the lessons and the memories with us. The deeper you trust you, the more you value your integrity and be firm in being you whilst allowing space for others to be them. We're all unique. You be you. I'll be me. Let everyone else be them. Is that not trying to impose your values and beliefs on other people is really important. Remember, you are valuable because you are you, not because of what you have. Friday. What you create makes an impact. Is what you're creating aligned with your values? The more aligned it is, the greater the impact will be. Where are you getting in your own way and inhibiting the progress you say you want to make? How willing are you to explore new possibilities as you take each new step along your path? Saturday, see your value reflected in your experiences. Look for it. And if it's not what you expect to see, then what's the disconnect? Where are you not aligned? What if you accepted that the more you're willing to value you and be you, the brighter your reflection will be for both you and for others, and the more that what you see in your physical experience will actually reflect who you are on the inside. The more you value you, things change in our physical world, the more that we value and love ourselves. When are you open to receiving abundance, and when aren't you? And on Sunday, it's important to prioritize activities that matter to you. How clear are you on what matters to you and what doesn't? What do you stand for and what do you stand against? When do you sabotage opportunities because you don't feel worthy of them? So there's some deep questions there for you this week to reflect on each day. Most of all, trust and take action. Look from that higher perspective, from the eagle's perch. What could you do new? What could you do differently? What actions can you take now? Are you willing to take now that perhaps you weren't in the past? And then go do that thing. It is about trusting. If you heard my September forecast, it's about trusting. Trust and do, trust and do, trust and do, over and over and over and over and over again through September. If you haven't heard my September forecast yet and you would like the link to that, please send me a message and I will get that for you. And otherwise, please remember, this is universal energy that we all experience. When you are ready for your own personal energy reading or forecast, we can really explore the energy in your energy field, your energy bubble that goes with you everywhere in life. Please let me know and I'll happily help you with that. And have a fabulous week, trusting and doing.